Hello and welcome to Color Theories in Graphic Designing. This is a Canva class by Prixy Pix Studios. I'll be your host. And what's the objective of this master course? It's to master the color harmony, emotion, and balance in design. Let's start. What are the objectives of this session? By the end of this session, you should understand the basics of color theory and psychology, know how to combine colors effectively using the color wheel, apply harmonious color schemes in Canva designs, and use colors strategically for branding and communication. Introduction. What is your favorite color and why? What do you feel contributed to you having it as your favorite color? Because color speaks before words do. So today we'll learn to use colors effectively in Canva or platforms that we're going to be using. So what activity do we have here? Share your favorite color and emotion linked to it. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section what's your favorite color and the emotion that links to it. Okay? Understanding color theory basics. Color theory is simply the science and art of using colors together. That is, how they mix, how they match and contrast to create balance and emotion. Now, jumping into colors, we have primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors. As you can see here, primary colors, that's red, blue, and yellow. Then we move to secondary colors. This is where we have green, orange, purple, and many other likes. And then we have tertiary colors. This is where we have an example of red, orange, blue, green, etc. So primary colors, you need to understand that these are standalone colors. Then when we move to secondary colors, these are made by mixing two primaries. So when you mix two primary colors, you get a secondary color. Then we have tertiary colors. This is achieved by mixing primary colors and secondary color. So primary colors, these are standalone colors. Secondary colors, they are achieved by mixing two primary colors, and tertiary colors, they are achieved by mixing a secondary color and a primary color. You can see this visually using Canva's color wheel tool. Simply log into Canva, go to the tools section, and you will see the segment color wheel. Here you will be able to play around with all these colors, the primary, secondary, and the tertiary. Now let's look at the color wheel. As we mentioned, the primary colors red, blue, yellow, secondary green, orange, purple, tertiary mix of primary plus secondary. So here, while you look here, we have the red as a primary, yellow and the blue. This is in the primary. Then we have the orange, we have the purple, and we have the green here. That makes the secondary, and then we have the tertiary colors here. So we have the primary colors, then we have the secondary colors, then we have the tertiary colors here. You can pause the video here, look at this wheel, and familiarize yourself with all of this. So still log into Canva, go to tools and the color wheel to explore harmony. Now let's look at color harmonies. We have monochromatic, analogous, complementary, triadic, and tetradic. Let's look at each and every one of them individually. So monochromatic, this is shades of one color. As you look here in this graph here, that represents the monochromatic. You have different shades of each and every color. If it's the blue, if it's the maroon, if it's the red, we have different shades of that specific one color mentioned. Next, analogous, these are neighbors on the wheel, the neighboring colors on the wheel. So if we look here, red, we have a neighboring maroon, we have a neighboring orange. So for the analogous, those are the neighbors on the wheel. So the neighbors, technically the neighbors over a certain color. Then for complementary, these are, remember, opposites attract. For complementary, the color are directly opposite to another color that complements that color. So probably if you're creating your design and you want to know which other colors you can use the complementary harmony system, and then you can know which color can really suit into your design. Then for the triadic, For the triadic, these are three equally spaced colors. If you look here in this graph, we have red, yellow, and blue. They are equally spaced. You could say it's forming an equilateral triangle. That is because they are equally spaced from each other. While you're still designing your poster or anything, you can still choose to use the triadic formula or the system to find the colors that you're going to use in your design. Then we have the tetradic. This is two complementary pairs. As you can see here, it still applies as in all. So we have mentioned the monochromatic, the analogous, the complementary, the triadic, and the tetradic, not forgetting the square and the split complementary. So, well, activity, pick one harmony and share its modes. Later on in this video, we're going to talk about modes that different varying colors bring. So stay tuned, watch till the end of the video. Next, we have the color psychology. Today we'll just look at this basic 10 colors, that is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, and white. So red gives passion and urgency, orange fun and creativity, yellow optimism, green growth and calm, blue trust and professionalism, purple luxury and imagination, black elegance and power, and white purity and also simplicity. Let me know down in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. What colors do your favorite brands use? Let me know down in the comment section. I'd like to engage with you. Then here I have a table well prepared for you. Maybe you can pause the video and look at these colors with the emotions that they bring or the meaning and commonly used, where it's commonly used. You can screenshot, study this, and then you can know where to use it when you're creating your designs. Next, now applying color in Canva. We mentioned about brand kit in the previous video. If you've not watched on brand kits, I mentioned that in the previous video. The link is down in the description, the first link. Go watch that video rightfully after you finish this video. Then the palette generator is also, we've mentioned the same. This is where you can extract colors from the photos that you're using, adjusting transparency in your designs, and also gradients. We mentioned all of this. Maybe challenge yourself and upload a photo, generate a palette by picking a color that is on your photo and design an Instagram post. Yes. Then a design challenge, create a poster or an ad using one harmony. I hope you remember what we mentioned about harmonies. Then use 2 to 4 colors, 4 being the maximum, just 2 to 4 colors in your design, and then have proper contrast and emotion into your design. Tip, I play light music while designing, so I don't know if also it applies to you, but probably maybe you can try. Tell me, let me know, what kind of music do you listen to when you're creating your designs? Let's engage in the comment section below. And then now next, moving on, I want to point out common mistakes that you probably want to avoid. Number one is using too many colors. Stick at least to 2 to 4, 4 being the maximum colors. Stick to 2 to 4 colors. So avoid using too many colors in your design. Then poor contrast. This is also another mistake where your text blends into your background, and we don't want that. What we want is for our text visible, at least from far and looking appealing, not for it to be blending with the background. And another mistake is ignoring brand or message tone. If you're creating for a certain brand and their color, let's say for example it's green, you don't want to go creating their designs in yellow or orange. You want to retain that originality of the brand. Okay, so don't ignore that as well. And then another mistake is not testing designs on different screens or prints. So you find at times that you have already created a design, but once you go to print it, it's low on quality, or it does not fit in a certain place, or the paper or the material that you're printing on. So try to always test your designs on different screens or print so that you don't get embarrassed maybe when you're presenting or when you go out to print. So as we wrap up, what are the key takeaways that you can take from this course today? Color harmony creates beauty. That's a point that you need to remember. Then remember, psychology adds emotion. Colors really trigger emotions, and we want to be communicating emotion also in our design, in our creativity. Let the color also communicate the emotion. Then remember, designing tools simplify your design. For example, if you're using Canva tools, they simplify your design. Any graphic tools, they simplify your design. Okay, so you have the imagination, you have the idea in your mind, you log into your designing platform, and you have your graphic being designed. So your tools, they simplify your design. Okay, so remember, let your colors tell your story. Okay, let your colors tell your story. And that's it for this video. We've just covered on color theories. Let me know down in the comment sections what other topics you'd want us to explore when it comes to the field of graphic designing. Well, don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, I'm so sure you love one of these videos popping up in your screen. Click on one of them and I will see you there.